Okay, right. Okay, thank you.
Alright, okay, thank you. Okay, wait ah. Boleh nampak saya punya apa ni slide ya, doktor? Boleh ya?
Saya tak nampak slide lagi. Yang lain nampak ke?
Tak nampak eh?
Tak nampak.
Oh, saya dah share ni sekejap.
Saya tak nampak, jadi cuba share lagi sekali.
Okay, right. Wait ah.
Okay, dah
Sekarang nampak
nampak.
tak? Alright, okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alright, so saya akan memberi taklimat tentang pendaftaran dan verifikasi bahan penerbitan di modul penerbitan di sistem prime baru. Alright, so for your information, sistem prime untuk modul penerbitan kita telah kick off on 1st March 2022 actually. Alright, so kita actually dalam proses, kita masih dalam proses lagi orang kata adjust here and there, peralihan di mana dahulunya kita faham kita menggunakan sistem Prisma, alright, but starting 1st March kita dah fully menggunakan sistem Prime. So untuk sistem Prime dia ada 4 modul utama di dalam sistem Prime. One of is modul publication. So for today, selaku penyelaras koordinator PITA, Prime, saya pun selalu tersebut Prisma lagi kan, masih terbiasa dah berapa tahun kan. Alright, so untuk sistem Prime, saya akan tunjukkan hari ini on how to register your publication in Prime, and that one is my first part, my first session, and the second session is more on verification all your publication di dalam sistem Prime. Okay. Alright, it's just sedikit latar belakang mengenai bagaimana koordinator PITA telah diberi tanggungjawab sebagai untuk verify all your publication di dalam sistem Prime. Okay. Alright, this one bermula daripada keputusan mesyuarat MU bilangan 4/21, which is yang kita faham dulu pada sistem Prisma. Kita ada 3 layers before this lah, before 2021 kan. Alright, so we have 3 layers, ada 3 proses utama yang berlaku dalam sistem Prisma, iaitu ada peringkat researcher, which you register your publication and then submit to coordinator di faculty, and then you submit to coordinator di PITA. So actually kita dah improve Prisma at that time, and then kita dah slash one layer di peringkat koordinator fakulti. It's just between yang tinggal adalah researcher and coordinator di PITA. Alright, so that's why lah keseluruhan proses verification your publication di dalam sistem Prisma at that time akan dilaksanakan oleh koordinator. Okay, for your information, currently we have 38 coordinators from all over UiTM actually. Alright, so but for your faculty, Puan Hafiza will verify all your publication. If you have any difficulties, if you have any question related to your publication that you already registered in Prime, you may contact Puan Hafiza. So I believe that ramai yang di FSKM telah mengenali Puan Hafizah lah. But jika ada lagi perkara-perkara berbangkit or any questions that Puan Hafizah perlu merujuk kepada saya, yes, I boleh entertain. And jika ianya memerlukan lagi, out of my knowledge ataupun out of my jurisdiction, definitely I will refer to RMC sebab RMC adalah owner kepada sistem prime ni. Alright. Okay. The second part is very important. I just want to share with all of you, alright, mengikut actually coordinator melaksanakan tugasan verification to all your publication berdasarkan perkeliling Naib Chancellor bilangan 3 tahun 2021 dan kita mengikut penetapan yang telah ditetapkan dalam garis panduan yang dikeluarkan oleh RMC. So actually bukanlah maksudnya koordinator verify your publication macam tu saja membetul-betuli, tetapi kita ada penetapan yang kita rujuk dan kita ada perkeliling yang kita tengoklah. Alright. So perkeliling Naib Chancellor bilangan 3 iaitu mengenai pelaksanaan proses pendaftaran dan validation penerbitan dalam sistem Prisma Edetan lah. Okay. But the thing is I nak you semua concentrate on the point yang keempat point yang utama ni di dalam perkeliling ini, iaitu semua penerbitan perlu didaftarkan sejurus sahaja diterbitkan. Meaning after your publication already published, you need to register as soon as possible in Prime. Alright. So ini adalah bagi mengelakkan orang kata berlaku lambakan registration, especially at the end of the year during your MyATP punya season tu kan. Alright, MyATP last year kita ada bulan berapa? Bulan 10 and 11 if I'm not mistaken. So experience from last year kita boleh katakan di mana ramai pensyarah berpusu-pusu to register all your publication throughout the year punya, and then itu yang berlaku lambakan dan menyebabkan koordinator terpaksa mengambil sedikit masa untuk verify your publication. And then at that time you need that publication to verify as soon as possible, right? So it can be appear in MyATP and juga it can be appear in Expert UiTM, right? So that's why I encourage and I hope that for this year, after your publication is already published, you just immediately register your publication. Alright, immediately. Alright, the second point is proses validasi pita adalah dalam tempoh 14 hari bekerja. This is the common question that I receive from the researcher. Usually they tend to ask us how long it takes that my coordinator to verify all your publications in Prime. Right, so we are using kita merujuk kepada perkeliling Naib Chancellor bilangan 3. So from the date your publication is already registered, so kita akan kira daripada situlah sistem akan kira. So we are being given 14 days untuk melaksanakan proses verification for your publications lah. But you don't have to worry because of if you have any requirement, for example, urusan kenaikan pangkat, urusan untuk you menerima anugerah, dicalonkan untuk whatever lah yang memerlukan your publication to be verified, as soon as possible, you may contact Puan Hafizah lah. You may contact Puan Hafizah and then you just ask her to verify your publication as soon as possible. Other than that, ianya perlu melalui proses 14 hari bekerja lah. But you don't have to worry. My coordinator tak akan tunggu hari yang ke-13 atau hari ke-14 untuk verify your publication. We try to verify as soon as possible. Jika tiada masalah, actually jika data yang dimasukkan, any information that been registered by researcher tu okay, actually tak ada masalah pun untuk kita verify as soon as possible. Jika ianya tidak memenuhi requirement yang diperlukan oleh sistem Prime di modul pendidikan, then only we need to return for correction. That's why lah kita akan minta researcher untuk membuat pembetulan and then you declare and you submit again for verifications. Alright. So point number 3 is penerbitan diterbitkan dalam tempoh Januari until November. Perlu didaftarkan selewat-lewatnya November, 30 November. Alright. So the statement yang ketiga ni akan melibatkan pelbagai pihak dalam UiTM. That's why my ATP dia akan tutup 30 November lah at that time. Contohnya macam tahun lepas, right? So you need to understand in Prime also you need to register all your publication from January until November before 30th November lah. Okay, kalau jika your publication 30 November, yes, we allow you to register on December lah. Alright, hanya penerbitan yang diterbitkan pada bulan Disember saja kita benarkan untuk daftar pada bulan Disember. Alright, so ramai yang akan tanya what going to happen to all your publication yang pada bulan Disember. Alright, so kerana kita tertakluk, as I mentioned earlier, kita tertakluk and then kita banyak berurusan, data kita digunakan oleh bahagian kenaikan gaji, bahagian hal ehwal akademik. That's why lah untuk bahagian kenaikan gaji dia perlukan masa yang dia ada tempoh masa dia untuk allow untuk proses kenaikan gaji dan sebagainya. That's why kita stop pada 30 November. Alright, so for my ATP, actually my ATP is another system lah in UiTM owned by bahagian hal ehwal akademik. I am not the right person to talk more about my ATP. It's just that I just want to explain to you. Prime is a repository, alright, it's a repository system. Datanya banyak diekstrak oleh beberapa buah sistem di dalam UiTM, alright, especially my ATP. And then we have HR2U, if I'm not mistaken, and then also expert UiTM. So for now, currently, untuk my ATP and expert UiTM should be dah boleh extract data immediately, maksudnya secara bila dah integrate dia auto lah. Tapi for now disebabkan sistem Prime adalah sistem yang baru, so pihak technical Prime masih on the way lah, berusaha untuk memastikan kedua-dua sistem dan sistem-sistem lain dapat extract all the data dalam sistem Prime immediately. Alright, so I hope that semua di FSKM boleh beri masa sedikit kepada sistem Prime. Alright, so untuk adjust here and there, and then ada proses-proses sedikit penambahbaikan selepas kita dah menjalani, kita dah menggunakan sistem ni selama 1 bulan lebih lah. Alright, okay lah, saya tak nak buang masa, so I would like to go straight to Prime. Alright, so Prime sama saja I hope that everybody dah berjaya access to Prime because of the user ID and the password is the same one with Prisma. So if you have any difficulties or you have any problems related to access to Prime, you can make aduan units ICT lah, or else because dia involved dengan UiTM Web SSO. Alright, so user ID and then your password. So you need to remember your password lah. So this one you can access anytime. Alright, for your information, in Prime, kalau dulu dalam sistem Prisma dia standalone kan, dia seorang saja. But in Prime, we have 4 most modules yang utama di dalam sistem Prime, which is grant management, IP management, publication, and we have star rating. But for today, I'm going to talk about publications because I'm the responsible person for publications. Alright, it's here. If you have any aduan, you can make aduan here lah, units@uitm.edu.my. Alright, so when we click publication, the first screen yang you akan nampak is a dashboard lah. Alright, so it's the dashboard yang you can see. Alright, if you have if you have any publication, you can see your publications here. Alright, and then you can see how many your publication is already verified, how many is already pending, how many is been written for corrections, registered, and now verified. Alright, so but for now, I would like everybody to help us to fill up the personal detail here. Alright, especially the Scopus ID, OCUT ID, or the researcher ID, MyRID, URL, and Google Scholar. Google Scholar. If you have Pablon's profile, yes, we manage. But for time being, Pablon's ni you tak boleh nak isi lagi. Technical Prime tengah tengok dia punya query dan sebagainya because of ada masalah sikit in terms of you nak isi, bila isi dia hilang kan. Alright. But it's okay, you can fill up yang lain dulu, then you can save and then click save lah. Alright, so and then also author's name in publication, you need to declare lah. Alright, you can save this one. Right, so and then especially the Google Scholar. Alright, so because I encourage everybody in FSKM to have your own Google Scholar account, so it's easy for you to see all your publication, and then you will attract potential authors, potential collaborators, and then attract more citation to like people to cite your paper. All right, this is one of the best way to advertise yourself out there. Right, so I encourage everybody to have your own Google Scholar. It's very simple registration, and then you can declare all the publication yang ada lah, and then you can have your own profile, right? So and then with UITM's affiliations, all right? So we want something with the UITM affiliations lah. All right, so that one is the first part. The second part that I want to show you is more on the publication part. All right, the publication. Just ignore the administrator's part. All right, the publication part divided into 3 sections, which is the new publication, and then the my publication, and then the written publications. All right, so the new publication is where sections that you can register your publication. All right, so before we start to use with registration part, I would like to acknowledge all of you in FSKM. Okay, so you need to know that System Prime is a publication system, university's publication system. So you need to understand that everything that you want to register, please make sure ianya telah melalui proses pewasitan. Alright, and then dalam masa yang sama, you need to understand that everything that you want to register, your publication adalah memberi impact kepada kerjaya you sebagai seorang pensyarah, sebagai seorang researcher, dan juga memberi impact kepada fakulti dan juga impact kepada universiti. So something that you expert, you can register. Alright, so we don't want, because we receive for the past 2 to 3 years, we receive so many publication that sometimes researcher bukan his or her expertise. Alright, for example, dia more to your hobbies and then more to your interests. Alright, so we want something that are going to be giving the impact for the university. So we want something that orang kata betul-betul akan membantu fakulti dan universiti lah. Alright, so something that related to hobbies and something that not related to your expertise, maybe you can declare somewhere else lah. Alright, so another platform. Alright, maybe kalau ada dalam MyATP, you boleh declare tu, you can declare. Alright, it's just not Prime. It's not the orang kata bukan tempat yang sesuai untuk you register your publications. Alright, kita nak jaga Prime punya standard tu, okay, and then the quality. Alright, so when we click new publication, alright, we have index publication, we have other publication. Previously in Prisma, we use the terms index and non-index, right? So in Prime, kita change the terms by index publications and other publications. So what is index publication? Index publication is involved these 4 types of platforms saja. Alright, which is kita still maintain macam Prisma dulu, which is for those who are published in WAS, Scopus, MySite, and ERA only. So other than this are going to be registered under other publications. So this statement will lead to the question from the researcher. For example, maybe ada yang tanya, Puan Ayu, what about kalau my publications is already verified by coordinator, but now ianya telah di-index dalam Scopus. Can I upgrade? Yes, you can upgrade anytime. Alright, it's just that when it comes to other publication to be upgraded to index publication, you need to contact Puan Hafizah. Alright, Puan Hafizah will revert your publication to draft, and then you change you need to add a few to fill up a few fields, and then together with the URL, and then you can change the types of publications and then submit again for verification. Alright, previously in Prisma you need to delete, right? You need to delete your publication and then you need to register again. But for Prime kita dah improve sikit, di mana kita telah allow that publication that already verified by coordinator, and then we can revert to draft, and then you can fill up all the requirements for that particular types of publication and then submit again for verification. Alright, so and then one more thing, for other publication, for example, the first one you verify is the first time you register that publication, it is proceeding paper, for example, and that is now is already upgraded to journal article. All right, so we want to make sure that there is no duplication in terms of the title of publication. So you just need to upgrade the proceeding paper. Paper tu you upgrade, and then you change the types of publication. I will show you after this. Never mind. All right, you don't have to worry. Change the publication, and then it's like you upgrade from proceeding paper to journal article. All right. For example, your paper is already indexed in Scopus, and then it's also indexed in WAS and also available in my site and ERA, for example. Previously in Prisma, you can list each and every URL for that particular publication if that publication diterbitkan di keempat-empat platform tersebut. But for Prime, you choose only the best one. The best yang memberi impact lah, especially for those who are published in WAS with the quartile. Alright, so that I encourage everybody to identify which platform yang most highest lah, and that's why you choose the highest one. Alright, for example, macam saya cakap tadi, it was with the quartile. Alright, so yang daripada platform my site, platform Scopus tidak akan di-declare. Alright, so you boleh declare satu platform saja for one platform for one publication. Alright, so we don't want to reduce all the duplication, title duplication. Alright, okay, I hope that one is very clear. But if you have any question, you can ask directly, or else you can type in the chat box. Maybe Puan Hafizah will help to answer the question in chat box. If you need any help or you want more explanation, I will answer all your questions at the end of my sessions. All right, because I want to make sure that everything that I want to cover today, it can be done before the 4:30. All right. Okay, I'll proceed to the next one. All right, index publication. All right, other publication is other than these four platforms. All right, other than these four platforms. Very easy. So you know whatever before you register your publication, you know your publication published dekat mana lah. All right. So index publication. Okay, when you click index publication, all right, definitely it will lead to the new screen, which is the first one. They need to check the similarities. All right, so similarity. All right, so you just enter your title. Okay. For example, I just type river. All right, for example. All right, I just type river. All right, so for example, this is my publication. All right, and then I check similarity. I check similarity, and then the system immediately will check the similarities, and and then they will come up with the percentage. All right. So for your information, percentage for that allow you to proceed to the next process is under than 90%. So kalau ia 90% and above, and then the system akan block, and then system akan akan beritahu, akan pop up mengatakan that publication title is already registered in Prime. Alright, so I will show you after this on how to check. Actually, when it comes to that publication is already registered in Prime, maybe you dah upgrade, you want to upgrade your publication. So when it comes to you want to upgrade your publication, you don't have to register a new one again. So it's just that you change the types of publication. I will show you after this. Or else sometimes you register your friends already registered that publication. It's just that sometimes your name is missing out from the authors in that publication. So that's why I encourage that everybody, whoever responsible to register your publication in Prime, please make sure that you add all authors, regardless whether it is your student, it is your RO, it is external author. You must list all the authors. You must declare all the authors. You must declare the role. You must declare the author level. All right, and then only your registration is complete. All right, that's why we want everybody, because we received so many sample last year. Even I'm talking about last year. We received so many publications that were registered to us. No problem in terms of publication details. The data is no problem. It's just that one part, which is that publication, they declare seorang saja. All right, and then maybe he or she did not know how to add the authors, how to declare the authors, how to assign the author level, followed by sequence and everything. So for today, I hope that through my taklimat, you will understand more on how to declare all the authors in your publications. All right, because my coordinator will check your publication detail together with the evidence, with documents. That's why if you find out that one author is missing, definitely we need to return for correction and ask the researcher to add the authors yang dia missing tu lah. Alright. So proceed. Okay, if you maybe ada yang tanya pun, Ayu, the title is similar, but it is another publication. It's some I mean like publication yang lain with the authors yang lain. If that's certain cases yang begitu, disebabkan on the first screen ni sistem dah memang block. Kalau ada check similarities, what you can do is you just add a few words for temporary. Alright, for temporary. Alright, and then you check similarities again, and then it might reduce the number of the percentage of your similarities. That's why, but you don't have to worry. Once you proceed to the next process, you can change the title again, but you have to make sure that it is a different publication. It's just that with the similar title. All right, so you don't have to worry. I have 38 coordinators from all over UITM. They are very expert in verify all your publications, because they are going through all the taklimat trainings with RMC and also with me lah. And also from time to time we learn case by case. All right, and then for your information, all of our coordinators are librarians, so they are very expert to verify, and then and also they know how to search for information. All right, they know how to cross check all your whatever data that you register in your publications. All right, so from time to time we ourselves and then my coordinators also, we improve in terms of understanding, because we are not researcher. All right, you are the researcher, but we try to understand whatever publication, very start of publication, we need to understand in a way for us to understand to whatever that we want to verify. All right, so I hope that that part is very clear. All right, and then we proceed to the next one. All right, for the next process. So as here you can see all your author's personal details, and then we have also here, all right, the first part here, we need to declare the index type. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, index publication is from these 4 types only. All right, so you choose, for example, Web of Science, and then you choose the category. All right, for Prime, we accept these 4 types of categories only, which is the one who published in journal, proceeding paper, research book, and chapter in research book only. Okay, for index publication, that's the types of categories yang kita accept. Right? So once you accept, then the system akan appear all the field that you need to fulfill. Alright, so with the star with the red color ni, meaning it's a compulsory field that you need to fill up. Alright, if you cannot fill up, if you forget to fill up, the system will allow you to the next process. That's how we want to do it with Prime. Actually, we cannot do it in Prisma, but we able to do it in Prime because we want to make sure that you register the correct and fulfill the requirement that should be done, okay, in Prisma lagi, right? So we successfully mengadakan field ni, and then we make sure that all the researcher need to fill up the compulsory information. Alright, get it better lah daripada Prisma kan. Alright, so okay, from here this article name yang I bagi tahu tadi tu, kalau ada similarities, you can type any keywords to add on to your title, and then you can delete again lah later. Alright, and then next with the journal. For example, I just choose one information here. One article here. Alright. Alright, so I hope that everybody in FSKM, you know how to access to our easy access, right? Alright, so for those who are not very sure, because we have more than 9,000 lecture from all over UITM, because we still receive so many questions related to how to access the Web of Science. I already know how to access the Web of Science, how to search for my article, and then some of you already, I know how to search my article, but how to choose the correct URL. So this is, I you one more time, all right? So in way to access to our online database, you may go to UITM library, all right? So go to UITM library, and then as you can see here, log in here, because we are using single sign-on, right? By using UITM Gmail UITM, and then you just sign in by using your Gmail UITM lah. All right, so click here, and then it will lead you to your this is example of single sign-on lah, and then so you can get all the services, all the system, whatever that you can get from the library. All the services you can get the library lah. All right. So you can click on the E. So all of our system and services are sort according to alphabetical. All right. So you just click easy access, and then you can see here. All right. So you click online database. All right. This is one of the resources that we have in library lah. We have ebooks, open access, e-news, and online database. So for Scopus and Web of Science, definitely you need to go through these two library dan tidak daripada platform lain. We don't want you to just type Scopus, all right, in Google. This Scopus is not the one that we subscribe. All right, actually we didn't subscribe Scopus. Scopus is subscribed under consortium, maksudnya KPT yang subscribe for all the other university in Malaysia. But we subscribe for Web of Science. Kita subscribe Web of Science lah and not Scopus. Alright, for example, Web of Science, alright, so it's very easy, alright, once you already access to easy access and then choose whatever databases. For example, we want to search for Web of Science. All right, there's a document search and researcher search. All right, so whether you can directly enter your title here, all right, enter your title here, or you can go by your name. All right, you can search all your publication under your name. All right, it depends. All right, so for example here, this one just now pagi tadi I bagi taklimat juga. I guna searching all UiTM's publications. Alright, so when you search for UiTM's publication, you may use affiliation. Alright, so kesemua affiliation, we have various types of nama UiTM, whether it's UiTM, Mara Teknologi of University, we have ITM and everything. So telah dikumpulkan under University Teknologi Mara. The same goes with Scopus. We are using the full name of UiTM, which is University Teknologi Mara with TI and GI. Is the Malay punya spelling lah. Alright, for example, okay, I refine to 2021. Alright, for example, this is my publication. So that's how you want to identify your publication lah. So you have to make sure that your publication is already indexed. Alright, we know that some of the researchers said that, what are you? That particular journal is already indexed in Scopus, is already indexed with outside. In matter of, I just need to wait to be assigned for volume and issue sahaja. Tak boleh ke I declare as index publication? Okay, you cannot declare that publication is index publication yet because of you cannot provide us with the URL. URL is compulsory for you to fill up that field and then you can proceed to the next one. All right. You need to understand that data di dalam sistem prime ni banyak digunakan untuk proses penarafan and then proses kita pelbagai keperluan, especially audit. Semalam dengan 2 hari lepas kita telah diaudit untuk audit Myra. Audit Myra, that's why lah when it comes to kita submit all the samples, sampel-sampel dalam sistem prime, and then kita nak pastikan sampel-sampel tu data yang betul. Alright, so what is going to happen kalau semasa audit tu dijalankan and then auditor find out that okay, this publication it is not appear yet, it's not indexed yet in Scopus. How can coordinator already verify that publication sedangkan ianya tidak lagi di index dalam Scopus? Although that publication, we know that the journal is already indexed, all right, but we want your publication. We understood that some of the publication are going to the embargo period untuk dipublishkan, and then sometimes it take months, sometimes it take years. Okay, so that's why if you find out that lama sangat it is not available, you need to contact to your publisher, and then publisher will contact to kalau di untuk Web of Science dia akan contact dengan Clarivate lah, kalau di Scopus dia akan contact dengan Elsevier. So kita akan mereka akan check lah. That one I cannot check for you because it's out of my jurisdiction. Alright, but I can guide you on how to contact to them lah. We do have PIC for Scopus and then we have also PIC for Web of Science. Alright. So after you identify your publications, you just this is the correct URL that you want. Alright, the correct URL that you want, you just copy paste and then you put into your example here. Alright, so as I mentioned earlier, URL is a compulsory. Alright, so other than that, alright, it depends. Alright, like for example, journal names. Okay, journal name. Just copy. Alright. For now, we still need to do manually, which is not copy and paste. It's going to be involved semua yang clerical work lagi lah, but insyaAllah in future jika ianya telah kalau Scopus ke Web of Science ni kita dah berjaya integrate ke apa ke, and then maybe untuk publication Web of Science and Scopus dah tak ada masalah lagi. It will go straight to under your name dah, you dah tak perlu lagi register semula. Alright, but that one is in future lah, coming soon. Alright, but for now we still need to fill up this field lah. Alright, so and then the next one is role. Role is very important. Alright, this is very important. You need to declare who are you lah, whether you ITM first author or you corresponding author, or else you co-author or translator or editor. Alright, I'm giving you example. For example, we have 5 authors. Alright, before this publication, 5 authors. The first author is USM, the second author is USM also, and the third author is UITM. Alright, and then 4th and 5th pun daripada UITM. It's just that the first and second author is from USM, for example. So you as the third author, you can declare yourself as UITM first author. Yang 2 lagi ni akan jadi co-authors lah. Alright, so as you can see here, we have UITM first author, we have corresponding author, alright, we have co-authors, and then translator and editor. So for example, I'm choosing first author. Alright, volume and issue, it is not compulsory. So it's very easy. Alright, ISBN is compulsory. Alright, ISBN, definitely any index publication, definitely akan ada ISSN. Alright, ISSN, ISBN, inspect or EISSN. Alright, so you must provide us with the correct ISSN. Alright, for example here, we have okay. My coordinator will double check the ISSN number to make sure that it is correct, it belongs to that particular journal. Alright, same goes with ISBN. Jika berkeperluan, my coordinator akan double check dengan PNM Perpustakaan Negara Malaysia lah yang mengeluarkan ISBN untuk yang Malaysia ni lah. Again, the page number is compulsory, right? And then dates of publication. Alright, dates of publication also one of the important things in details that you need to provide to in way for you to register. Alright, dates of publication. Sometimes kita perasan ada researcher yang macam letak je dates apa-apa pun, tapi ianya akan memberi impact kepada penilaian tahun semasa. Alright, especially macam saya cakap tadi, prime datanya diekstrak oleh MyATP. Alright, so MyATP is penilaian tahun semasa, bila satu tahun semasa, and then we want to make sure that all the publication in that particular year you dah declare lah, and then dah available dalam MyATP. And then one more thing yang pentingnya dates of publication ni adalah di kalau jika kita di audit lah. Alright, audit dia akan dia akan tengok your details, and then dia ada tally tak dengan evidence you punya dates of publications. Alright, so for example in Scopus definitely kita akan ambil daripada ni lah. Alright, so this one. Right, so kita akan refer to Web of Science, kita akan refer to Scopus. Alright, so and then kita akan tengok juga you punya document whether is tally tak dengan apa yang you ni. Kalau kita dapati the dates of publications that given by you tak sama dengan evidence, then we return for correction. Okay, and then we ask you to make a corrections lah, because of dates of publication ni sangat-sangat penting lah. Alright, so publication location also is one of the important things, alright, because of kita dah assign, okay, alright. So for FSKM, so you must select FSKM lah, because FSKM here dia akan related to FSKM di Shah Alam lah. Alright, so kalau macam ada FSKM di kampus Cawangan, dia akan go under campus Cawangan. Alright, so what is it important? I akan bagi tahu importance for coordinator. Because if we don't assign FSKM, alright, nanti dia takkan masuk ke listing koordinator saya Puan Hafizah, sebab kita dah mapping dengan IDs, so that kita akan pastikan Puan Hafizah get all the publication under FSKM. Alright, so sometimes masa awal-awal kita launch Prime ni, kita receive so many aduan lah regarding to publication location. Macam Puan Hafizah contohnya, Puan Hafizah cannot see your publication. Sedangkan you kata, I already register. Then when we check, and then the publication location tu ada kat tempat lain. It is not under FSKM. So you need to be very careful. Alright. You need to declare FSKM di sini lah. Alright. So and then we have publisher, we have format, alright, and then types of journal. Alright, for journal, there's two types of journal yang kita accept, which is the full paper and extract only. So for extract only, alright, definitely same goes with full paper. You need to provide the publication version, meaning something that already complete. It's already completed. Alright, so we want to make sure that we don't receive any kind of manuscript or any kind of document yang you just snap for one page and I cannot see your name, I cannot see your journal, what is your journal, how I cannot see the volume and issue, the pages. Alright, that's why we ask for full paper publication version, so that we can see all the details dekat you punya document. So I hope that the one is very clear, because we tend to receive a few manuscript, alright, something yang still ada in red color, alright, macam ada still you need to do correction. Maybe that researcher cannot provide us with the full version of that paper, right? So sometimes ada juga yang researcher cakap, Puan Ayu, bukan kita tak nak bagi you the full paper, but if I don't have that paper because I need to download. Kalau download, I need to pay because kita tak subscribe and everything. So you don't have to worry. Kalau ianya ada di mana-mana platform online database, you boleh masuk ke URL. You can tanpa URL lah, so that we can refer that as an evidence. Disebabkan kita tak boleh download your publication, right? Alright, so and then the publication level. Okay, for index databases, it is whether it is national or international. National, kita akan referring to my site lah. For those who are published, siapa yang rajin publish di jurnal-jurnal fakulti, jurnal kampus cawangan, ataupun you contribute juga dekat jurnal-jurnal di luar UiTM, yes, you can declare as national lah. Yang lain memang kalau di Scopus dengan Web of Science, definitely is international. Alright, so reference also yes, contohnya saya declare yes lah. So you have to make sure, macam saya on the earlier part of my presentation just now, I already mentioned, before you register, you need to ask yourself whether that publication is already telah melalui proses reference or not lah. Okay, so benda tu dah di review ke belum? Alright, so when we talk about Web of Science ada special field sedikit, okay, which is quota ranking. Alright, for quota ranking is for you to declare whether your journal is ada quartile ke tidak, whether it's no quartile, 1, 2, 3 or 4. Alright, quartile that we accept only quartile JCR from WAS. Alright, for those who are published in WAS only. For example here, right, you can identify your quartile. For example, you just click here, right? For example here, there is no quartile. Okay, for example, if you find out there is no quartile, you just declare no quartile lah. No quartile. Or else you can declare. Okay, the DOI is not compulsory. If you have any DOIs, yes, you may declare lah. Alright, macam ni pun tak ada DOI kan? Ada DOI. No DOI. Okay, it's okay. No DOIs. Or else you boleh declare. Alright, and then URL for WAS is very, very neat. Okay, and then you click save. After you Alright, so what else? Alright, so as I mentioned earlier, if you don't fill up or you tend to forgot whatever fields that you need to fill up, alright, so they can come back to that page and then you cannot proceed until you fill up every single thing. Alright, so for example here, alright, and then I click save again. So when you click save, it is automatically registered as a draft. Alright, di dalam status draft lah, but it is not complete yet. It is not complete yet. And then this one, okay, dia akan pop up this message, index publications is already created. Alright, and then you click OK, and then it will lead you to the second part. Alright, this one is the first part, and then this one is the second part. Alright, so the second part is very, very important to declare all the authors in that publication. Alright, so for example, you want to declare whether it's UiTM staff academic, UiTM student, external author, UiTM postdoc, UiTM RO, or UiTM staff non-academic. So everybody is here, so you just need to select the category, and then after that you assign the author level. Alright, for example here I'm choosing this one. Okay, usually for any UiTM staff, UiTM student, you just need their IDs only, alright, or else you can go by name. But if you go by name, ramai kan UiTM, so it's not that easy for you to select and go through each and every single name that system already pull up for you. So it's very easy for you to have staff ID or student ID, alright. Click search, alright. So I will add Encik Anwar because he's one of my authors, alright. And then you click co-authors. Okay, for example, Encik Anwar is my co-authors, alright. And then you click add. Alright, so author is successfully added. Okay, see, this is the first one, my name, and then the second one is Encik Anwar. Alright, you can add some more. Alright, for example, kalau you tak ada nama dia, you can type saja. Tak ada ID, you can type the nama. But sistem akan pull up banyak nama lah. Alright. Tak ada. Oh no, record found. Oh, ni tadi nama Rosita. Oh, by ID. Sorry. Alright. So if you want to search by name, yes, you can. Right. Okay. That's why lah I told you. Dia punya search result dia banyak lah. So, for example, I just select, for example here, right? And then I declare their role. So for example, she is my corresponding author, for example. Okay, and then you click add. So after that, for example, this publication is already memang ada 3 orang saja. Alright, so the next step that you need to do is to assign author level. Alright, you click assign author level, then you can assign all of your authors. Alright. For coordinator, we are going to refer to the sequence in your document. Alright, so macam ni lah. Alright, click OK. And then kita akan follow first this is Matthias, and then Mastuli is the second author. Alright, so we have Matthias and then we have Mastuli. Right? So I hope that everybody know how to add on other authors in your publications. After you change, you choose the category, and then you change the role, and then the third one you assign the author level. Alright, so coordinator memang akan tengok dalam document tu, follow the sequence. Okay, so you already done with your first batch, first phase here lah. Alright, publication detail, and then we proceed to the attachment. Alright, attachment is a compulsory sections that you need to upload. In what way you need to upload something, all right, especially the documents. All right, we still maintain 8 MB. If you have any documents that more than 8 MB, you may go to compress.com lah. All right, compress, whatever compress PDF yang boleh reduce the size. All right, reduce the size for you, then you can upload. All right, so after you drag and drop, you can click upload. So what happened? Okay, what happened if I tend to forgot to attach any document? All right, so when I click declaration, I try to submit this publication to verify. So dia akan get back to this page, dekat attachment, and then dia akan remind you, please upload requirement attachment. So this is something that very new with Prime. So we are so glad this one yang dah ada this kind of restriction, so that it will help to remind you to upload all your documents. Alright. So after that, after you declare, alright, so your publication will appear in another status, which is pending. You don't have pending here, right? Never mind. I just want to make sure that you understand, right? Draft is something that is you not submit yet. The pending is for my coordinator to take an action, all right? Semua yang telah submit dia akan go to pending list, and then written for correction is written that given by my coordinator to researcher to make sure that you fill up all the information and anything, any add-on evidence that require researcher to upload, so that my coordinator will verify your publication as soon as possible lah. All right, verified. We have verified. Verified meaning it's already completed, and then inshallah it can be appeared automatically in my ATP and Expert UiTM. All right. So, and actually any information, any data that you want to change, you can change in Prime. It's just a matter of after you make any changes and you click update. All right. So definitely it must go through the verification part again. All right, so my coordinator will verify your publication once again, and then only it can akan bertukar status kepada verified lah. All right, not verified is something that I try to not give to any researcher in UiTM because of when it comes to it's not verified, meaning we advise researcher to delete to that particular document. All right, so not verified meaning we didn't we can see that the evidence it is not correct, it's not enough, or it is not suitable, and then the publication detail is not suitable, it's not filled up by the researcher, and then what else? As I mentioned earlier, for example, we find out that that publication is more on your interests, your hobbies and everything. All right, I'm going to use one example. I've used this example in all my taklimat for cawangan since last week. All right, so because there's one researcher here, she is very into K-drama, all right, Korean drama right now, all right. So she did a publication, she write about K-drama and how she loves the Korean drama, dia punya point of view dekat situ, and then dia publish, and then dia ada publish dekat YouTube channel, dia ada publish, even ada publish in something like magazines, I think it's magazine. So we don't want something related to, it's not related to your expertise, all right? It is something that you may declare in other platform, all right? So unless that particular article tu dah diterbitkan, it is published in journal that index in Scopus, that's why that one we can register. Alright. Tapi ini yang that example tu yang begitu, it is not tak ada index dekat mana-mana pun. It's not published. Dia punya publication part pun it's just dekat magazine macam tu saja. But she just want to share dia punya interest lah. Alright. So we proceed to it's already 4 o'clock. it's already 4 o'clock, right? So my publication, okay, sorry, other publication. Alright, other publication, let me see other publication. Other publication is same goes with dia punya metadata on how you want to fill up is going to be the same with other publication, sama juga dengan index kan. Alright, so for other publication dia akan ada banyak lagi the categories. Alright, so you just need to identify. But usually we receive so many questions from the researcher asking that, when are you this newsletter, this electronic media, can I declare this one as a manual? Alright, so that kind of question usually we try to advise to you on our expertise. Alright, on behalf of our expertise, kita akan advise the researcher. It's just that maybe we understand that maybe you know better about the types of publication or any categories because you are the researcher. Alright, so usually when we ask our opinion, definitely I will refer to the second opinion from RMC, so that to double confirm with my anything that information that I will give to the researcher. Okay, so everything that you choose here, you need to be very careful lah. Alright, so whether you can ask, sometimes researcher tends to ask coordinator first before he or she register that publication. Alright, so for example, newsletter, right? So it's the same thing. You need to fill up all the information. Alright, kalau sini URL is not compulsory field, so you may proceed, no problems. Alright, so I will show you. Okay, what about my publication? My publication is the list of your publications, whether it's draft or whether it is verified. Alright, so all your index and other publication will sort according to the reference number. Okay, the reference number. Okay, reference number, I hope that you understand, is a specific number, unique number for that particular publications, right? So written publication. Okay, when we talk about written for correction, I believe that maybe you have experience related to publications that were written by my coordinator. All right, for your information, when my coordinator written for correction, definitely you are going to get an auto email to your auto email. All right, and then after you receive the auto email, you quickly go to written publication here. Open your Prisma and then go to written publication. Then only you can identify whatever remarks given by my coordinator, and then you need to take an actions. All right, whether the remarks is given by my coordinator yang dah ada, or dia akan explain more. Alright, she will explain more on whatever things that you need to be to make a corrections. And one more thing. Okay, let me I just want to show you example of publications. Right, so you don't have to worry every time you want every time your publication get verified by my coordinator, dia akan ada nama coordinator together with the contact number. If you find out that you don't understand whatever remarks given by my coordinator, you can directly contact my coordinator to ask about to clarify about whatever corrections that you have to make. Right, all right, so That's a bit slow because I ada buka banyak kot. Right? Right. So just now I already show you. Okay, now. Now. All right. Okay. Just now I already mentioned, they show you on how to, in Web of Science, same goes with Scopus, all right? Whether you can search by document, by authors, or by affiliation, okay? And then also for those who publish in any journal listed in ERA, yes, you can. ERA, you don't have to provide to any link, all right? It's just that link that we want from Scopus, Web of Science, and my site only, all right? So ERA, you don't have to provide us with the URL. It's just matter of you need to check that that publication is already listed. All right, we're still using list ERA 2018 because the new list will come up on 2023. All right, so I encourage all the researcher to use SSN or journal article. All right, but usually SSN is better. All right, it's because sometimes the journal articles is slightly different, right? All right, and then you identify. My coordinator also will open ERA to double check, to cross check whether this publication is listed or not. All right, so that one is ERA, and then one more thing is my site. All right, so for those who publish in any UITM's journal, all right, so you and then your journal is already indexed in my site. We have 30 now. We have more than 50 actually journal in UITM, but currently we have 30. If I'm not mistaken, we have 30 already indexed in my site. All right, so but for now, my site is having problems. The system is having problems. So PSI, Pusat Sitasi and Infometrik, the owner of this system, advised us to tell all the researcher, if you want to search for the URL for your publication that already indexed in my site, you may go to my journal. Okay, go to my journal. My journal also system owned by the PSI KPT lah. All right. So my journal is a repository. My site is an index platform. So everything will go to my journal first, then only it can be appear in my site lah jika ia telah melalui proses penilaian dan diindeks dalam sistem my site. Alright. So if you want to search for your article, you can go straight to my journal. This one there is no ID and password. Right? Everybody can access. Alright. So you search for your document. For example here. Okay. Alright. Just close this one first. Alright. Example. This is what happens. Should be you can click this one and then you can get the full. You can get the page of that particular article and then you can get the URL. But for time being, you cannot do that. So that's why we encourage you to search your publication in my journal. So in my journal, let me see. My journal also you can find all the article lah, alright, because it's a repository, right? I cannot show you right now. Alright, but it's okay. Alright, let's proceed. Alright, so if you want, for example here, alright. So when I click one of the article, alright. Stop this one. All right. Is there any question? Is there any question? Ada question ke dalam chat box?
Boleh saya tanya tak?
Yes, doctor. Yes.
Puan Ayu, thank you very much.
Okay.
Application location tu nak pilih yang mana Sebab kalau tengok dalam sistem yang sebelum-sebelum ni Saya punya dia letak bawah pejabat TNCPI.
Oh, pejabat CPI. So you want to change?
Tak, itulah saya nak tahu because now kita ada COE kan, Institute for Big Data Analytics tu. So saya tukar ke saya biar je?
Yes, you need to change. Alright, so supaya you need to change. You need to identify dekat mana you berada sekarang. So you berada dekat mana? Maybe yes.
Dia ada dua. Satu fakulti memang masuk FSKM. And then another one is publication location.
Okay. Betul. Alright. So maybe you can change.
Automatic akan masuk FSKM lah.
Yes.
Publication location I can choose IBDAI lah, Institute Analytic Data Raya.
Ada apa pendekan dia apa?
IBDAI. Sebab before this yang ditarik daripada sistem lama diletak di bawah pejabat TNC penyelidikan dan inovasi.
Alright, never mind. You can change, doctor. You can change.
Boleh ya?
Alright, you can change. Alright. Just matter of kita nak pastikan location tu betul. So bila kita mapping dengan koordinator, Puan Hafizah dapat verify your publications lah. Okay?
Okay.
That's the question, doctor?
Yes. Another one.
Alright. Boleh.
One is about the author.
Okay.
Because I have already entered one last time with 25 authors.
Okay.
It took me more than 2 hours untuk isi. Saya boleh ke kalau disimplifykan benda ni jadi, I don't know.
What do you mean, doctor? I mean like bila you register dalam Prime.
I want to register one publication. It took me more than 2 hours untuk masukkan semua nama-nama author tu.
Alright, okay. Actually, untuk dalam Prime
boleh
kan
dibaiki lah.
Okay, tak apa, kita terima saja suggestion doktor.
Kalau tidak petang semua dari UiTM, maybe it is a very simple thing to do. But if you have international authors, memang tak ada lagi kan. So I have to masukkan email lah, nak masukkan institution lah.
Yes, betul.
Memang lama nak ambil tu.
Alright, so your concern is sistem Prime ni dia macam a bit slow lah in terms of you nak.
Yes, because you have to save one by one kan, one by one.
Yes, you need to save one by one.
Every time you have to search for the name, even though you already know that the name is not there, so you still have to search, and then the system has to say, oh, there's no record on this, and then you have to fill in, and then you have to save. You have to wait and then you have to search another person's name. So benda tu dia tak susah tetapi dia memakan masa.
Okay, right. Especially kalau you ada ramai authors, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So because last year kita ada menerima like more than 30 authors at one publication. So sometimes dia perlukan masa. Tak apa, kita terima you punya suggestion doktor. In terms of saya perasan ini memang Prime pun a bit slow for now. So kita cuba untuk improve and then we try for now memang this is the best that we can do lah untuk sistem ini. Which is you need to add one by one because you need to fill up a few things related for that particular author. Then only you can add him or her sebagai author. I think because of the pop-up things to say okay, right? To say settle, apa semua tu, that's why lah itu menyebabkan dia lambat sikit. Never mind, tak apa, nanti kita akan bagi tahu kepada dengan RMC lah untuk tengok mengenai perkara ini. Alright? Okay, doktor?
Satu lagi. Banyak soalan. Kalau dia tak keluar lagi dalam WOS, tapi jurnal tu memang JCR apa ni, jurnal JCR ada Q, tetapi dia keluar dalam Scopus dulu. So kita
Boleh
nak
declare Scopus dulu. Okey, doktor declare Scopus dulu. Okey, doktor, kalau contohnya sekarang that particular journal memang ada kuartal di WAS, and that is just a matter of your paper is not index set by WAS. Kalau your paper is already indexed in Scopus, you register as Scopus first. Nanti bila dah index dalam Web of Science, you boleh change to Web of Science. Nanti change dekat sini.
Boleh edit lagi ya?
Yes, can edit. You can change.
Kalau dulu kita boleh letak dua-dua kan? Sekarang kena either one.
The best only. The best only. For now, macam situation doktor sekarang, now is the best for to register as a Scopus lah. And then maybe bulan depan ke bila dah appear dalam Web of Science, you can change types of publication kepada WAS. And then submit, you kena tukar lah when you change to WAS, and then you change the URL, and then dia masukkan kuartal. And then everything changes yang berlaku, any data yang you update, any information yang you update, of course you need to declare again, and then you need to submit, and then coordinator saya need to verify again. Alright, it's just that you cannot just simply change and then tak ada siapa tahu kan. Alright, and then kita nak pastikan benda tu di-verify semula. So from Scopus, they upgrade to WAS with the kuartal. Same goes with other publication. Any publication you register yang the best saja. You cannot declare dia ada kat platform. Era ada, my site ada, you choose the best one. Because we want to avoid duplication. Alright, so it's easy for us. I am not sure macam mana, why is it penetapan dia buat begitu, kerana dulunya kita boleh declare banyak tempat. Alright, maybe dia ada keperluan yang menyebabkan maybe nak reduce duplication and everything. So that's why dia you choose the best one. You choose yang paling memberi impact lah. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, welcome. Is there any other questions? Ada dekat chat ada tak? Stop sharing.
Tak ada. Setakat ni tak ada.
Tak ada. Alright, okay. Kat chat pun tak ada. Alright. So I think maybe that's all that I want to share with all of you today. Alright. If you have any question, you may ask Puan Hafizah as your respective coordinator in FSKM, or else you can always contact me. Alright. So I will leave my phone number. I leave my phone number so that you can contact me. Right? Whether it's my office number or my phone number. Alright, so anything you can. Actually, we open for any new suggestion, penambahbaikan, because sistem ni masih baru, baru one plus kan. So mungkin ada part yang macam a bit slow, and then ada here and there tu memang tengah touch up lagi lah. Technical team tengah touch up lagi, so that we have that maybe dalam sebulan dua lagi maybe dia dah okay sedikit lah. So saya mohon pada semua untuk bagi sedikit masa lah kepada sistem prime ni. Okay, alright. So I think that's all for today for my presentation.
Puan Siti Rohayu, ada permintaan untuk Dr. Atika, kita nak tangkap gambar dulu Perlu.
Nak tangkap gambar?
Ya, kalau boleh nak tangkap gambar.
Boleh baik kan, tak gambar tu boleh. Kan. Okay.
Okay, minta yang semua yang hadir tu boleh buka kamera kejap.
Siapa yang snap ni? Puan Fiza ke? Ke Dr. Atika?
Saya buatkan snap gambar. Cuma
boleh.
minta siapa yang hadir tu tolong buka video kejap untuk saya snap gambar.
Saya takut nanti yang buka ada kat Bazar Ramadan dah. Kan?
Okay. Okay, tengok kamera. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Sekejap saya angkat juga.
Okay, sekejap
Balik baru buka kamera.
Okay, right. Okay, right. Okay, tengok sekali. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Right, sekejap saya pergi second page sekejap. Okay. Tengok kamera. 1, 2, 3. Sekejap Ini bukti attendance ni. Okay, saya pergi
Bagus.
page ketiga.
Walaupun petang-petang Jumaat, FSKM memberi komitmen yang sangat bagus. Ramai participants.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
Satu page lagi. Right, sorry Satu page lagi. Kita ramai hadir. Right. Kekal senyum. Okey, itu saja. So, saya ingin alungkan di mana kami ada Prof Dekan sudi hadir bersama dengan kita hari ini. So, perkenalkan dengan Puan